Hey, thanks for stopping by. What I am doing today is I'm working Boston butt roast. Okay, normally people smoke these or bake them or put them in a crock pot or instant pot. Well, I'm doing something just a little different. I'm cutting them up into small cubes and I'm going to pressure can them. That way I have some shelf-stable pork for a fast meal. It's really easy to do. I did open this over top of my sink, and as you can tell, there's still some juices in there. And I drained most of them out already, so they wouldn't be all over my pan. Now the thing about a Boston butt is right here, it has a bone. Okay, we have to cut around that bone. So what I've been doing is I've just been cutting down through here to get my big chunks of meat. Okay. Put that one over there so I can give you a quick idea. Now, it has a lot of fat on it. Now personally, I don't want all this fat in the jars, because I don't want to risk it siphoning out and maybe the flat not connecting in its sealing. So I am cutting off a decent amount of the fats. If I'm baking or smoking or something like that, then I'll leave it on because it's got a lot of flavor in it. But for this particular instance, I'm not. Cut about an inch or so. That way. Can you guys see a little bit better now? Let me know. Okay, we'll cut off this big chunk because as you see, there's still a lot of fat marbling going through there. We'll cut it. And I'm just going to cut it up like I do if I'm going to be canning a beef stew or deer stew or anything like that. I'm just going to go on and continue cutting this up. I just wanted to show you what size pieces that we needed to work with and tell you about cutting off the excess fat. And I'll show you what I do whenever I get this next one looking like this. Okay, I'm down to the last little bit of my second Boston butt. So as you can see, this right here is what I have trimmed off of this. And there's still plenty of fat on here. But what we're going to do next, since we have everything finally prepared, I'm going to put some water in my canner. I'm going to put about 2 inches of water, and I'm going to put some white vinegar, probably about 1/8 of a cup. Why? Because I have really bad limestone water, and if I don't put that white vinegar in there, it's going to get a horrible white film all around it, and I have to wash and sometimes even scrub my jars. So I prefer to add the vinegar in the beginning. That way I don't have to do that. So I'll get my canner ready. I'll get my jar sitting over here, and we'll see how many quarts we get out of these 2 Boston butts. Okay, we're going to start off by putting a teaspoon of either sea salt or canning salt or other non-iodized salt in our jar. Okay. I have a funnel. That way I don't get the meat and the grease from it along this rim right here. So we're going to pack it in pretty good. Have you guys ever canned meat before of any kind? If you have, let me know. I've canned beef, deer, chicken, pork. I think that's all I've canned. But I love having shelf-stable food. You can use it for, I call fast food. But it's nice to have on hand for quick meals. For when the power goes out, all you have to do is heat it up. or any other thing that you want to do. And yes, I am pushing that down in there. I've got one more cube in that. Okay. And I have a paper towel and I have vinegar on it, white vinegar. Anytime that I can meat, I always wipe it with vinegar. That way, in case I did accidentally get something on there, that will clean it. And I just take a lid, put it on. It's finger tight, see it goes more, so I back it back up. You want it tight enough to hold this flat on there, but loose enough to let the air and everything that's in there go out. And as it cools, it will pull the lid down and seal. Okay, that's jar number 1. So let me get the rest of these done and we'll get them in the canner. Out of 2 Boston butts, I got 7 wide mouth quarts and just a few extra pieces. I do have more Boston butt in the refrigerator to cut up to go in another canning, but I just wanted to show you what I got out of the 2. Okay. My canner has come up to pressure. You can see all the steam venting up, and you can also see the little thing back in the back that has popped up. It is venting right now. That is what it's called whenever it's releasing that steam, and it has been venting for 10 minutes. So it's time now for me to turn the heat down just a little bit and put my jiggler on there. Okay. I'm going to turn this down to about 4. And here in just a few minutes, this is going to start rocking back and forth. And once it does that, I can set my timer. I have quart jars in there, so it's going to go for 90 minutes. The pressure just went off of our Boston butt. So there we have it. We have got 7 quarts of some excellent Boston butt. You may ask what I'm going to do with them. Okay, I can drain them. I can put barbecue sauce on there. I can put some potatoes and onions in there. So that's my favorite things to do with it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.